YouTube. It's your girl Euphoria tapping in. As y'all know, today is day 217 of evolving into a star seed. I want to say thank you for all the new subscriptions. What's up to all my new subscribers? Helping me get closer and closer to that's not what I meant to say. Helping me get closer and closer to 1K subscribers. Oh, hold on 1 second, y'all. Okay, sorry. But help me get closer and closer to 1,000 subscribers. The goal is 10K before the end of the year. I just want to say thank you. Right? This series is evolving into a star seed. And this particular subcategory of this series is are you truly healing or are you masking? Divine risings to you. I didn't really come up with a topic today because a lot of things transpired yesterday that I'm still processing right now because my dreams have been saying a lot lately and I know a lot's going on that as much as I want to control it, I can't control it. Like most of my journey I've been able to control, and I think the best part of the journey is learning to let go, but there's starting to be things that I can't control. This channel genuinely, or generally rather, just this channel generally is about the healing process. It's kind of like a podcast, somewhat. Also, just vlogging, things of this sort. It has a little bit of me doing hair on it, and I used to do my sea moss and stuff on here, flax seeds and stuff. But excuse me. For the most part, this is about healing. Coming into unison with oneself, mind, body, and spirit, and the journey and how I'm doing that actively. So I guess vlogging my journey through my spiritual evolution, for lack of better words. Thank you for tapping in and asking that question. But today is day 217. I think it's 17. Oh, you're from Australia too? Okay. I'm getting a lot of people from Australia. So that's really cool. That's dope. That's dope. Dope. All right. Well, with that being said, let's go ahead and let's dive in. I was about to say dig in, but I think dive in sounds better. So, with that being said, let's go ahead. Last night, well, let's start with yesterday's day. Yesterday, after I got off of here, I went straight to work, and work was unusual because I noticed that my regional manager or my shop manager, she was in the salon. She's not usually in there. And well, before she got there, it was my day to count the register. Now, I forgot that completely. I knew it was one of the days this week coming up that I had to count the register, but I didn't know what day. And while I was counting, when I came in, instead of my coworkers, which they always, Sierra, you're supposed to be taking out the trash. Sierra, you're supposed to be doing this. Sierra, you're supposed to be mopping the floor. They always telling me what I'm supposed to be doing. But this particular morning, I was like, do y'all got time? Are y'all busy? I just want to let y'all know who I am and what I got going on so y'all can stop, like, judging me and having a hard time to deal with me because I keep hearing y'all projecting things into the universe about shit that's going on in my life, and it's like, that's not what's going on in my life. I'm going to give you a little bit of heads up. I don't care what you've heard from people, because I know I got a lot of people who are monitoring spirits, who every time I go to a new job or I go to a new location, they try to inform everyone there about who I am, and then those people project that onto me to try to keep me off my square. So I cleared the air and let them know. Maybe even more than I should have let them know. But I felt like I had to. Now, additional to that, hold on. Now, additional to that, the thing that I did notice more than anything was when she got there, corporate was on the phone with her, and they're like, we're just going to study and watch. This was after a day of me doing something I never did at work before. I did something I never did at work before, as far as like driving. They're like, she don't know how to drive. She don't know how to drive, you know, spiritually. So for the first time I went and I drove based on what I knew. And then I left having a really good day. Everybody was like, it was so peaceful. Everybody was working hard. I left and I was like, something out of nowhere, something came online for me to like my soul star activated yesterday or something. I was like, what the heck? Thank you. So when my soul star activated yesterday, I was like, I go space, 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 space. And I just imagine myself driving my soul star. And I was doing really good. People were like, oh my God. Like, I started realizing the world in a way different light when I was driving the soul star ship. Like when you drive your spiritual body as a soul star versus just as a person out here, and you think about like the whole compass as a circle, and you're just in it, it gave me a whole entire different experience than what I was used to. So, thank you. It gave me a different experience than what I was used to. So I'm like sitting there in this space like, oh my God, this is so dope. Like, I can't believe this is going on. Like, you know. So then out of nowhere, my son's dad called me. And when he did that, you know, it kind of triggered me because I'm like, what are you calling me for? I'm sorry, y'all. Somebody's getting out their car. Give them a second to get through this energy. So he called me. He's like, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I'm like, nothing's going on. Nothing's going on. Like, I'm perfectly fine. You sure? You sure? Basically, he's like, why don't you just pull over? I guess because I was starting to learn how to drive, but I was driving too fast. I'm learning how to drive my spaceship. But he says I'm driving too fast. I'm like, well, if I'm supposed to drive, ain't I supposed to drive fast? Ain't that the whole point of driving? Making sure you're driving at a reasonable speed so you don't get left behind. So he took it upon himself to then go even further. What's up, man? He like just stayed on the phone with me, and I'm looking at my son's father on the phone. I'm like, since when do we just sit on the phone? Like, you're locked up. Like, why are we on the phone? Like, what's going on? What's T? Like, it don't make sense. And we kind of just talking at random stuff, but then I start feeling like my head start feeling like the top of my head was on fire. I was talking about all this back here. Felt like burnt up. Now, the funny thing about that is that's what made me stop talking to him, and that's what made me cut off my locks. Because I had my locks in, I had just colored my hair, but I had put my locks were all blonde. They were like curly locks. They were my natural hair, but I would put them in Bantu knots all over my head, and everything was cool. But with that all being said, I'm like, you know, bantu knots I thought maybe were too tight. My scalp just started being, not these two. I'm talking about I had blonde locks. Like I had locks about 2-3 years ago. It was like down to here. Honestly, this lock, all the blonde that was on it that used to be all the way down to here, that's how long my locks was before I cut them. So, can you please go? I really can't stand when people do. Okay. I literally just put this gun in my mouth. Shut up. Anyway, so all right. So, long story short, that's why I'm off today. Thank God. So, with that being said, you know, I had cut my locks off. I actually no, I combed my locks out. I combed my locks out. And when I comb my locks out, you know, I'm thinking to myself, like, all right, I'm gonna just wear my hair out. But I combed them out because my scalp was burning. I didn't realize it was a spiritual thing that I was going through. Since he's been in prison and my spiritual eyes are opening up more, I'm starting to understand now more and more what that burning sensation was. But like, right? So, nonetheless, I'm minding my business. After the phone call, I start feeling all this pain in my uterus. I'm like, oh God. I'm sleeping. I'm waking up in the middle of the night. It feel like somebody playing the damn bongos on my belly. I'm like, what the fuck going on out here in these streets? Like, I could see spiritually, but I can't see I got different kind of eyes. Certain days I could see this way. Certain days I could see this way. They change up. Oh God. Right. So, nonetheless, how do I put this politely without sounding crude? I go to work yesterday after all of that. Because like I said, I felt really good when I got off of work. After that good day, showing them that I could do something different, I got off of work. I felt really, really good. Sorry, baby. Next thing you know, I get off, he calls. I feel drained after the phone call. Like, I start feeling like I'm falling asleep. Like, all that stuff. Right? So that's when... Hold on, I had to whip this thing real quick. Let me get over here. More secluded area so I can just be not focused on my environment right now. All right. So, I get to work, and all these people like, we need to watch her, because I guess they was like, why is her energy like... Again, I felt really good after work, and I got really drained after work after getting on the phone with my son's father. Not my husband. I'm not married, clearly. So, oh God, these fucking Texas bitch niggas is getting on my nerves. If you live in Texas, please get the fuck away from my phone. Like, I already know who that is, probably on my timeline, being weird as fuck. So let me break this down for y'all, because I'm gonna tell my vlog situation. Because I had to tell my coworkers, I'm like, look, y'all think I'm crazy. I don't know if y'all doing fucking voodoo and spell work on me. I done had somebody come to me and apologize to me for some shit that happened to me, because they did some shit to me because they was thinking that I did something on purpose to them. So I went to them straight directly. I'm like, I don't know if y'all keep, I mean, I know that y'all be doing certain shit up in here, but I'm going to go and approach y'all to let y'all know, like, look, if y'all feel anything coming off of me, it ain't me. I'm not evil. I don't even move like that. Like, I protect myself, yes, but I don't do nothing where I'm like going evil. Like, the most I'm going to do is like put my hand in front of your third eye and be like, get the fuck out my face. Like, I'm very much a get the fuck out my face. Like, watch out. Move. Like, get out my forehead. Get out my face. Don't watch me. Seriously, don't watch me. Like, very much that kind of girl. So, for me, when I'm getting all of this, the boss got the people watching me and all, I'm like, I realized they probably was watching me because I am being honest. I mean, I don't want to, but basically I think that they were watching me because they feel like I was stealing company money and giving it to, or like trying to, they thought I was purposely stealing company money or something like that. I don't know. I'm just looking like, last night, the amount of pain that I felt in my uterus last night, if I stole it, I should definitely feel a little bit more energetic than I feel right now. The amount of pain I felt in my body, I should feel a lot better than I do now. So, long story short, I just go about my business and I'm like, you know what? Just enjoy the day at work. The way it felt like somebody was stabbing me in my chest all day, yeah, they thought I stole energy. So the way that I start feeling this thing stabbing me in my chest, you already know what that is. That's a thymus chakra attack. So basically you have a chakra right here. So you got your heart chakra down here, which is linked to I think column L2 in your spine or something like that. But you also got this thymus chakra right here. It's linked to right below your throat chakra, right at the base of your neck, but also it goes straight through your neck to the back of your head. It's like it's a diagonal, go like this. When you learn how to use that, it feels like, right? So then there's another one that's at the back of your head, like right at the base of your spine that goes to the front of your head. And then X, Y, X, Y. Then, okay, you got these two here that go to these two back here. And these two down here that go to these two back here. Right? So, anywho, all these different chakras, and then also the circle on the top of the head as well. All of this just to say this. The company was watching me to see what I do. Now, they tell us we got to work hard at this job. Working hard sounds like we got to drain the clients through doing these things for the company. I'm not really skilled at doing none of these things because I'm not a thief. It's not in my, like, I'm not naturally programmed to be able to steal people's energy. No, I don't have a preferred religion. I love them all. So, I mean, I got this little bendy in my forehead. Yeah, I was born that way, so. Most people live off other people's energy. Hold on one second, y'all. Everybody at that job live off of everybody's energy. Like, basically, if I don't give my energy to that place, the air conditioning don't come on. Like, I'm the person who come into the club and the club becomes my whole body and everybody's inside of me. Like, the party don't start till I get there. Niggas be dancing, but as soon as I get, that's when the party actually started. Like, I had a dude tell me, come to my show. Like, when I had the Bantu knots, before my scalp started burning, he said, come to my show. I came like an hour or two late, and the show didn't start, and he was the starter of the show. He was the first act to go on. I'm like, you didn't go on stage yet? He's like, nah, I'm about to go on right now. I'm like, so which y'all waited 2 hours for the party to start for me to get here? Like, starting to put one and two together. I'm like, oh. This motherfucker. This motherfucking party don't start until I get here. Okay, cool. Anyway, that's how it is at work too. I've learned to deal with it to be a big energy, but then I be holding old people inside of me and they be treating me like, you young, you inside of me. I'm like, I'm really not. My energy is actually bigger than the whole solar system. I've already mastered cosmic understanding of myself. So I'm not saying I'm the best, right? Because I'm humble. But it's like, don't sit here and try to challenge my knowledge and my scholar abilities. Like, that's not being a narcissist, silly. It's called knowing that you're smart. If you passed your test and got an A on it, wouldn't you want the world to know that you got an A on your test? Thank you. It's just dumb. Anyway, point is, all this transpired, and I'm thinking in my head, for the person that said I snitched on my husband, I was thinking in my head, I'm like, I hope they're not mad at the fact that my baby father like was getting energy from me. I hope they don't think that he like stole it or I stole like, was that company money? Because they always be off some weird stuff like, you need to empty the money into the register, and I'm like, empty the money into the register. It's like, pretty much people give me good energy, and then everybody in the shop feels entitled because they like, yeah, basically like I'm somehow like a kangaroo pouch that they just put all the energy inside of, which I don't understand. I've come to realize that these women was using my vagina to let everybody feel comfortable in, but just switching mine out for somebody else's while I'm at work so I don't feel it. Because spiritually, you can do shit like that. But using the wonders of my coochie to please all of them so they would put all the energy in me, but then they would drain the energy out of me at the end of the day. Like, ladies would get off work and then wait 15 minutes and then be like up in my energy for hours sometimes, trying to just get enough energy to siphon off of me and then take back home to their husbands. Like, well, I did the work, they just put it in you. We're already in the process of doing that, but like I'm saying, I have people who blocking me, do silly things like, instead of supporting me get my own place, my mom went out to Toronto to help my sister move. I just figured that out, so I was a little disturbed about that. I'm like, damn, Ma, I literally been out here for 7 months and you flew to another country to co-sign on my sister. Yet I have a stable job and you haven't co-signed for me. Anyway, so with all that being said, my point that I'm making in all of this is this. All right, everybody got different situations. It's cool. Like, I'm not tripping off this shit, honestly. I needed this moment to learn everything. Because this is where it all gets good. This is the part that gets good. So, they also stole... One of my coworkers said something like, you need to stay with that boy. He got a lot of money. Now, of course, I don't be knowing what nobody else got because I'm not no, like... Anyway. I'm not no gold digger. I don't be caring about nobody how much money they have. Like, if you like me, you like me. I like you, I like you. Cool. I got money, you got money. We can eat. You got money, sometimes feed me. You know, type shit. It's nothing. Thank you. So I'm starting to just learn from my own perspective now that, like, I should stop being so forthcoming with men. I should let men actually treat me nice, because I've never had the chance to experience princess treatment or passenger treatment. I never really knew how to drive, so I technically was always a passenger in somebody else's car, but now I'm kind of learning how to drive my own ship. So even now that I know how to be more independent than ever, it's like now I've never got the chance to experience that. So it's like I need to allow that to happen. But I don't know what that incites or entails, because it's like people think, oh, well, if I'm giving you princess treatment, then I need to be fucking that girl. I need to be fucking you. This year, I mean, I used to drive, but I didn't know how to do all of the stuff, like everything. I'm just learning. Right? I'm just learning, like, the small, because I was driving. That's what made my baby father call me. I was driving. He called. He like, slow, pull over. What you doing? I'm like, what you talking about? You just gonna grab the steering wheel and just be moving into them? Like, bro. Oh my God, so many people are pulling up that have nothing to do with what I have to say about to the world. I gotta go. Like, the fuck? This person was just sitting here this whole entire time until I got up. Yeah, look at that. Guilty as shit. Bro, these motherfuckers be out here just energy leeching like a bitch. Like, I can't stand people like that. If you gonna be up in my space, be up in my space. Like, ugh. Like men that just suck up your energy, or women that suck up your energy just to be able to give it to the next person. And she just came over here and gassed up off me. I got tired of shit. Now she's all, hi, hey, girl, hey. Child, move. My face. I hate users. Anyway. But I'm understanding that we're all sharing, but it's like, damn, bro, like. So anywho, people are staring at me everywhere. Why are people at the gas station staring at me? Anyway, yeah, I know. So I was driving. He's like, whoa, 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 you driving? Pull over your car. Woo, 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 blah, 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 blah. All that, right? I am saying this all to say I never took the chance to really get to be treated like a princess. Now, don't mind my acne. This just randomly came ever since I started working this job. It's going away. Y'all do notice it's going away ever since yesterday, though, right? I don't know. Something I did yesterday is going away. So I'm excited about that, right? But I got niggas on the street trying to race me because I'm driving. They look like people really be in their bag about a woman driving. Like, y'all hear this shit? Y'all hear these engines out here? I am driving a hybrid. Like, the fuck? Niggas be wilding, yeah? Anywho, so I'm trying to get it all out because it's a lot to process and get out. I'm just trying to say it the right way. I never got the chance to be a passenger princess, even though when I did, I didn't understand what I was being in or what I was being granted. But now I know how to drive. I understand I was kind of a passenger princess, but I was a passenger princess that was treated like shit. Like, passenger princesses usually get things like nails done, toes done, braids done, lashes done. I'm going to schedule a facial actually to get all this shit out of my face so I can start over clean again. But you know, usually get something. I got absolutely nothing from a lot of them except for a baby and heartache and a lot of lessons to teach a lot of people. So I mean, it works because now I can give all this knowledge to all these women. You know, it works, but it's like I didn't get really what I wanted to get necessarily out of life. So I feel like now that I know that it's possible and tangible, I'm going to sit here and act like, yeah, so where is my passenger princess treatment? I drive diesel. I ain't even noticed the acting. Aw, appreciate you. At work, what the fuck you talking about? LL, except for a baby. I mean, no, my son's 13 years old and he's a beautiful son, and I'm so grateful to be his mother. Like, you don't understand, like, having him as a kid is like probably one of the best blessings, because that boy can drive. That boy can drive. Like, my son can drive. His father might not have been the best person when we was together, but his father taught him how to drive. My son been driving me around most of my life. I didn't even know it. I'm like, oh, he was the one driving all the time when we lived alone. My brothers was teaching him. So my son, regardless of everything, he could drive. So I'm blessed to have my son. I'm not one of them, oh, I got a baby. I'm so mad I got a baby by this nigga. I got to look at this nigga face every day. I can't stand this nigga. Like, my son can drive. Okay, he can drive. Thank you. I appreciate that. So I love my son. I don't have no regrets about having him, because if it wasn't for me being a mother, I wouldn't even be mature about life. Like, I probably would have been a fucking prostitute in the street somewhere and not even know it, because I would have never gained spiritual awareness, because I gained it really through my son. So I probably would have been in somebody's job. People would have been roaming through my womb and my uterus all of this time without me even knowing. I would have known nothing, absolutely nothing about being a grown woman if it had not been for my son. So that's a blessing. I'm just gonna put that out there. Don't play about that. But anywho, Hispanic people. I'm sorry. So yeah, that boy can drive. He like quick as fuck. Cut me off real quick. What? I'm in front. Like, yeah, nigga can drive. So anywho, I never got the chance to really get to be treated feminine. So, like, when my nails get done, I always did them. I was always get my nails done every 2 weeks, because I would go get my nails done. I would do the work to get my nails done. I would work my ass off just to be feminine. Ooh, I would work my ass off just to be feminine. So, for me, finally being able to be treated like a lady is like something. It's on my to-do list before I die. Like, before I die, I've got to at least have somebody pay for my nails and my toes and stuff. I need that experience at least once before I just bounce up out of here. All right, that's a life goal. So with that all being said, thank you. I really shifted my perspective on how things are gonna go. And when I did that, a lot of people around me, especially the guy I was dating, kind of looked at me like, you're not even worth that. And I'm like, whoa, hold up. Wait, I'm not what? You're not worth that. And I just didn't understand how he could come out the top of his mouth and say something like that. Because I'm like, how are you going to tell somebody they're not worthy? Excuse me, sorry. How are you going to tell somebody they're not worthy if you're not affording them an opportunity to show you that they are worthy? Like, I feel like we should always be able to put people in position to show us how good and great that they really are, right? So when we don't do that, we don't give people their due credit, like, especially as a partner, right? So if I don't give you the ability to be the best version of you in a relationship, I don't even deserve you as my partner. Like, if I'm not putting you on a pedestal and blessing you and making sure that you're financially straight, physically, spiritually, emotionally, then I'm not doing the right thing. Would you say somehow that's worse? You left your keys in the car. I know I left my keys in the car. Do you feel like it was easy to just let your feminine side come out when a man stepped in? That's the thing. I still haven't got the chance to do that yet. Well, I haven't had a man truly step in yet, so I kind of had to learn how to defend myself. My father was never around. He's in prison. He's a pimp. He don't respect women, so I attract those kind of men that don't respect women. So I've never had a man do these things for me and be able to step into that space and be a woman. So no, I've never got that chance yet. So that's why I'm trying to work on that now in this phase in life. Really, to really focus on being a woman. You telling me to go to red? No, that's him.
Next, please.
Oh, I thought that was.
Sorry.
You see what I'm saying? You think being a woman, you'd be like, oh, here you go, man. Enjoy.
You need banana?
Yeah, 2 bananas, please. Thank you.
Sí, amigo.
I came here last night and I said that too. That's so funny. Thank you. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Oh, wait. Oh, thank you. Oh, wait. Oh, banana. Thanks. I'm gonna go to the supermarket. You too. Thank you.
Next, please.
All right. So going to 7-Eleven, like I think people, they usually need other people's energy, right? So they all just was like, let's jump in and do this bubble thing together. And it's like, I don't really want to be with all y'all all day. I'm that kind of person. Like I start my day with y'all and y'all be good enough for me. You need a man to be a woman. Exactly. Okay, Lettuce, you said something that I want to touch base on. You need a man to be a woman. And a man needs a woman to be a man. You're not... And Yada Awakening said one really important thing one time on his live, and it was this. In order to be considered a man, you need a woman to tell you that you're a man, because to be a man is to be a provider, protector, and a father. You know, to be that role, to be able to be that in someone's life is to what it is to be a man. So you can't say, I'm a man out here in these streets, I'm a grown-ass man, if you don't have a woman telling you, like, you my man, because you're my man, right? You're my woman, you're my lady. So in order for you to be a man, someone has to tell you that you are their man. Otherwise, you're still someone's son. A prince is still a prince. A princess is still a princess until they get married. That's when they become king and queen. You know? So I'm happy that we finally got the chance to touch base on this, because, all right, we'll see you in a few minutes. The fact that I want to be someone's woman, but I can't be your woman if you can't be my man. Like, I think Jennifer Hudson said it, but somebody else said it before her. You can't tell me what to do until you can tell me what to do. You can't tell me what to do unless you can tell me what to do. So a lot of the time, these men, they want you to be submissive. They want you to call them daddy. They want you to suck dick, cook, clean. But that ain't not a sign of this man laying down law, doing what's right, being respectful, making sure your cell phone bill, nails, toes, something like, you have to be treated by a man to be a woman. You can't do it like, I reported your channel, you too immature for YouTube Live. So you can't be a true woman. Like, you don't get to rest in your feminine energy until you have a man that's like, I'll provide. Like Yada's wife, Jada, Divine Queen Jada, I think her name is. The way that she's always smiling, always cooking something. Like, I know their relationship wasn't always perfect, but the point is, shoot, if I'm going to be crying, I better be crying in a car with some purple seats. If I'm going to be having a bunch of kids, it better be my man that's going to pay me $150,000 a year to have each one. But you got to have something to submit to. A lot of times men want you to submit first. No, it's ladies first. You have to court first. Men keep forgetting that. I don't know how in society we forgot that as men. Y'all got to give us a reason to submit. You want me to pull down my drawers and give you coochie, but you haven't shown me why you deserve coochie. You already live in your mama's coochie and your ex-girlfriend. And probably in your sisters and everybody else. But mainly you live in your mama coochie and your ex-girlfriend. Why you want to get access to my coochie? You ain't even show me what's worthy. Like, why do I need to be on you? Why do I need to be on you? What benefits? I mean, of course, don't get me wrong. Last dude I talked to, energy was definitely energying, but it would be like, it's like a drink of coffee. It's like, okay, it's high, woo, and then after that, I just start feeling low. But then I start realizing it wasn't even his fault. I'm starting to think now it might have been my ex that was in prison who might have been attacking him. I'm convinced it could have been the case. Because I seen it now that we split up. I'm like, You told him some thank you, looking out for you. You know, no shade, of course, because people who are in prison need someone to hold them down. But it's like, you know, once you keep making the same decision a few times, I gotta start realizing that you just not learning your lesson. So maybe I need to pull myself out so you can actually learn your lesson. And that's how I felt about the ex-boyfriend as well. Maybe I need to pull myself out of the situation so you can learn your lesson. So once you finally learn your lesson, you'll actually change. But here's the crazy part. The ex-boyfriend, right? He thinks that I'm the one spiritually attacking him yesterday. Like I set him up, I did something, I did him dirty. Not realizing, or maybe he did realize, I don't know, because he be watching shit. So I feel like he know what's going on. Like, he called me while I'm at work, and I tried calling him back, but it didn't go through. I'm like, I thought nothing other. I'm like, that's weird. I didn't think nothing like that. Like, you know, nothing crazy or anything. Then I look at my phone. He called me an hour ago. I'm like, oh shoot. I call back again and it don't go through. I'm like, oh my God, is it like an energetic block? Oh my gosh, I'm starting to think it's all spiritual and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm feeling all worried about this man's health. Like, is he okay? Hopefully they didn't attack him too bad at the job. Hopefully they didn't do anything too bad, because the way my chest was burning, I would hate for him to have gone through that. That was crazy. Y'all, I pulled up to this nigga house and I seen he was sitting on the car. I was like, maybe he talking to a nigga. So let me go ahead and pull up to the front of the house. I pull up, he talking to a bitch in front of his house. Have you mind? He never mentioned that he had a female best friend. Have you mind? He never mentioned that he had. But I seen he on Cash App, he had sent this one girl some money and it said blankety blank's other half. I'm like, other half of what? You trying to be funny? So I'm not gonna lie to you. A lot of y'all want us women to stop tripping and stop being all, oh, you're being OC. You're not thinking, you're not submitting to a man. What would have happened had I submitted to this nigga and he got a whole nother female in front of his mother house? Do you know how fucking stupid I would have felt? That's why we women don't submit. That's why we women do stay hyper independent and hyper masculine, because every single time we think about letting our guard down and trying to trust a nigga, and you're like, I'm seriously thinking that there's something wrong with this boy. I pull up to his house and it's another girl in his face, and I'm like, what the fuck? But instead of, I was just like, I rolled down my window, I said, and I just drove off and I drove back around. When I drove back around, I didn't even look back out the window to look at him. Like, I don't even know what happened, if he told her to leave or what. I just drove straight. I got to where I usually sit my car at. Oh, you blocked me. I'm trying to give you a taste of your own medicine. I guess that's what you're going to call it. Not to mention, he hadn't been blocked on my phone. I unblocked him on my phone a long time ago. Ben unblocked his phone numbers. I said, okay, I'll see what's going on, you know, because we need to just take a break and like distance ourselves from each other. Because maybe I'm trying to see if it's your energy, my baby father energy, if it's a job place. I'm trying to identify where the energetic drainage is coming from. I'm trying to identify it and pinpoint it so I don't judge you as what you're not. I'm trying to do the shadow work, do the healthy thing. That's how I know he had something to do with something, because it's like, as a man, you would understand and be like, yeah, I respect your decision, because I definitely want you to know for certain it's not me. So I would like to split this shit up and, like, you know, really clean up the air and make things make sense for you. I'm cool. Put too much time into it. Guys don't care half the time. I wasn't really putting that much time into it, because like I said, I went and got a job, got back working, was doing what I needed to do, like really minding my business. I would just go and pull up on days when I wasn't working, or when I was doing Grubhub and like DoorDash and stuff. If I wasn't working or if it was slow, I'd go pull up, because he say pull up. I was going to the gym every morning, actually. I was going to the gym every morning, taking my shower. The only reason I stopped doing that is because the gym is open, but it's summer camp there now. So I can't even take my shower after I go to the gym until after 6 p.m. So now I go to the gym later in the day. But it's harder for me to do that because after work, and dealing with all them crazy ass people, I kind of really don't feel like going into the gym and getting overstimulated even more. But we had been talking since February this year, but I knew him from 2 years ago. I met him at a party. So I'm saying all this to say, like, the relationship taught me so much about myself because it was a part of my shadow work. And I want y'all to understand that relationships are meant to teach you stuff about yourself so that you can get through your shadow work. It's not always about finding love. Sometimes it's about learning some lessons. Like each relationship is school. There are two types of people. Those of us who shamelessly talking about what happened because we were 100% ourselves, and then people who aren't there yet. And he's not there yet. I've been there. Luckily, I got to the gym at like 4 a.m. No, see, I go to a community center gym. I need to start going to like Planet Fitness because it's open 24 hours and shower access always. But, you know, I had to get my money up first. Plus, it's so funny. I actually think I'm about to leave doing hair and start being a fitness trainer because that's what my dream told me to do. Become a fitness instructor. And they said I could finish the classes in 2 weeks and get through the program easy. It's only going to be $50 to start. Well, it's $100 a month. Or 100, I don't know. He still hasn't told me what the full cost is. I'm like, what's the full cost? So I know how much I'm going to be paying you total. Well, he missed out. You still got it, girl. Have a great day. Thank you, love. Appreciate you. You have a blessed day, too. But, yeah, it's just like, I want y'all to understand always, like, it's never given this relationship was bad for me and, you know, they were the worst person ever and woo, 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 woo. It's always going to give, what did this relationship teach me? So that I can move forward with progression. So that I can move forward with the right intention. Because the funny thing is, this morning I kept feeling drowsy. After all of that transpired, I still went to sleep and just was peaceful about it. I woke up, my teeth hurt so bad. Somebody, I don't know who, last night was clenching the shit out of their jaw. I don't know who it was, but somebody in my soul, I was reading their energy. They was clenching the shit out their jaw because I woke up, my jaws hurt so bad. My teeth hurt so bad. It's like whoever was in my spirit last night was just clenching their teeth hard as shit. I don't know which one of them it was, but somebody was clenching their teeth hard as shit, and I felt it in my spirit. I felt them spiritually in my soul. Right, how to be a better version of yourself. Yes, I'm going to use my gifts one day to make some good money too. But I kept getting drowsy over and over again. I'm like, oh my God, what is this? I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna just go I'm gonna go to sleep. I don't want to go to sleep because I don't want to be lazy. I'm sitting here trying to be like self-improvement. It's my off day, but I'm like, I don't want to go to sleep. I feel lazy. I went back to sleep, y'all. I seen my ex in my dream talking to me and my son. And it's like, it's a box of stuff. I'm like, is he kicking me out of his house? Or am I getting, like, what's going on? I can't tell what's going on. Because I'm in a house that don't belong to me for sure. And it's a box of stuff, but it don't look like the stuff is my stuff. He ends up opening up a new box. I think it was like a box of a bunch of shoes or something like that. I don't know. He ends up opening up another box. And it's a brand new box. And he gives it to my son. It's a brand new hoodie. And he gifts my son a hoodie. In the dream. I'm like, why are you gifting my son a brand new hoodie in a dream? Like, well, I don't understand. What's that all about? Right? Why are you gifting my son a brand new hoodie in my dream? I don't understand that. It's not making sense. You good. So I guess that was his way of trying to, I guess, pay it forward. Maybe pay me back for all the... I just heard, yeah. I guess he's gifting my son something for all the shit that he put us through before we end. And I think I had looked in his room and I seen a girl with weave. So I'm like, oh, shit, there go that bitch. So... I don't know what the boxes was because it didn't have my, like, it was some other girl's shoes in the box. I'm like, whose shoes is these? Whose heels is these? Somebody's heels was in the box. I'm like, what the fuck? Whose is this? What are you talking about? You're looking at me from a side view angle. I want to stop the car. So I guess that was our parting gift, that he would do something for my son before he leave. But I don't know. Since then, the sky has been seeming bluer. So I don't know. So, needless to say, this was an interesting experience. My son's 13. He outside too. My son. Why not look for a man who doesn't need you? Like, wouldn't it be better to be wanted than needed? That's what I'm saying, William. I was saying that in order for me, I realized after this relationship that what I need to do is find a man who wants to allow me to be a woman, not a man who's still trying to heal. Because I can't heal a man. I gotta be, since I already did my work and I already understand myself. Yes, I still got trauma with me. Of course, no one's perfect. But I understand, like, to a level where it's like, I'd break it down logically and make it make sense and then put it back together before I sit here and argue with you. I talk it out with you. I talk it out with your mother. I talk it out with your friends before I sit here and argue with you. I'm at that level. I'm not arguing with you for what? What am I arguing with you for? I'm not finna argue with you. Not outside, like, you know, when people are like, we outside. Like, basically meaning like, my son's spiritual just like us grown-ups. His third eye wide open. You know? He can see. He knows what's good. He knows bad. He knows right. He knows left. He knows up, down, left, right, up, down, back, trigger, all that. No matter what I could say, his daddy taught. Excuse me. No matter what I could say, his daddy taught him well. In that aspect. But I knew me and my ex was over when my ankles got fat again. It means I was no longer at his house spiritually. So, I say this to say, relationships are just like seasons. They come in, they do what they gotta do, and then they done. You just gotta take that shit on the chin. A lot of men, oh no, I left her before she left me. She came back. She wanted me back. You have the story. Probably had another girlfriend the whole time. Which I wouldn't understand how that'd be possible with as much time as we were spending together. Like, literally, he would be on my YouTube channel while I'd be doing my lives and then be like, come straight to my house afterwards, and I'd be there. And so, I don't know. I don't know. I guess he just wanted to try to get every single one of his friends that he knew possibly locked in with me and my family and our energy so that they could be up. I fucking hate it that many people have access to me that I don't know. What's up, Australia? especially when I don't know that these spirits mean me any kind of well. So that's the only part that really got me fucked up about it. But other than that, I'm glad I learned my lesson. I pretty much stay in one place. I was thinking about starting to travel. I was going to get a truck and just start traveling more. The issue is my mom wanted to keep custody of my son. That's the only reason that kept me stagnant and kept me in that dude's face. Like, had she just let go of my son, I would have never sat through that shit. Ever. I'd have been perfectly fine not sitting through that shit. I'm really, like, I get so mad at that, but I'm like, I guess I had to learn something there. But I'd be so pissed the fuck off that they had me sitting through that shit. Like, I legitimately have a hate and disdain for my mother because of that, but I had to learn my lesson. This woman's entire mentality is negative. She doesn't know if her ex cheated, but thinks he did, but isn't sure how he would do it. I just said I pulled up to his house yesterday and it was a girl sitting in front of his house with him and he's sitting on top of a car and he sent some girl some money off my phone and it said his other half. What are you talking about? And he told me that he slept with his child's mother, unprotected. I saw Plan B pills in his bedroom. I bought condoms and only used one and there were two missing out the box. So this was a relationship that was teaching me about the things that I could absolutely not stand. I had learned it from my son's father, but I hadn't been able to have that much access to a man in that much time space, especially as an adult with spiritual eyes. So now that I have spiritual eyes, I had to go through it on a different level. And now I know I will not accept no shit like that ever again. Should leave. I already left him. He left. Look, I already had left. I just was like, "Are you okay?" And making sure he was healthy. I picked him up from somebody's house. I'm like, I keep picking you up from different people's houses. Like, who lives in these houses? Like, he just pretty much, like I said, he just was over there giving people access to me that I don't even know. Like, whoever lived at that house over there, however many people lived in there, they got access to me in my womb. Like like he got people living up inside of me that I don't even know, spiritually and emotionally. You know, and my son pretty much just took my uterus and my energy and just ran it all through the streets. Like, I guess he calls it stretching. He calls it stretching. I guess because I was supposed to be trying to become famous and I was about to start, well, I actually am going to still release my, oh, there goes a bee right now. I'm actually going to release my music very soon. On the 8th, I have another album coming out, y'all. I got another album coming out on the 8th. Oh my God, I can feel his energy. Is this either his energy or my son's father energy? So my energies feel like shit. They feel like they get shot through their chest. Oh no, that's his energy. He's here. And then so the X is here. I feel him. His energy is here. I know his energy signature, unfortunately. It's coming out on the 8th. I'm actually singing for the first time. It's on 888. But Euphoria, it's wild when I see people in chats talk about someone like they know them and they accuse you of being a certain way. It's cool. Like, I'm at that point. Okay, that's how you feel. Like, I'm about to be 32 years old. I'm gonna be 40 in 8 years. I don't give a fuck what y'all talk about. I'm about to be 40 and I look like I'm still 20. Nigga, I don't care. Is your ex dead? And if so, how is his energy there if he ain't there? Oh God. I can't speak to people who are not spiritual yet. I want y'all to grow. So, I'm 32. Well, I'm not 32 yet. I'm just gonna claim it already. Oh, this is my favorite tattoo. I'm so happy I got color for the first time. They made the space look real good. I ain't gonna hold you. But no, this is my favorite tattoo though. It's my son's footprint. It's gotta be my absolute favorite. Or my whole back. My whole back is tattooed as well. And my whole hip. I got a lot of tattoos actually. Very tatted. But will you go see Superman with me? I don't need. Anywho, the point is this. I'm gonna just make it clear, make it clean, and I'm gonna just make it and just wrap it up. No matter what happened in that relationship, I knew that it was to teach me a lesson about, look, you sure? You sure? That's all it was. Live with purpose, today's word in the Joyce Meyer devotion book. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be firm, steadfast, immovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, always being superior, excelling, doing more than enough in the service of God, knowing and being continually aware that your labor in the Lord is not futile. It is never wasted or to no purpose. Corinthians 15:58. Life without purpose is vanity. Webster's definition of purpose is something set up as an object or end to be attained. Christians ought to be people with purpose. We are all purpose to seek the kingdom of God, which is his righteousness, peace, and joy in the Holy Spirit. See Romans 14:17. Today is an opportunity to willfully and deliberately seek God with the intent to know him better than we knew him yesterday. Today we can deliberately move forward with the intent to accomplish good things for the kingdom. So it's your job to figure out heaven on earth. Like, it's your job to look for heaven on earth. It's your job. It's your job to look for heaven on earth. That's your job is to find heaven on earth. Your job is not to have a job. Your job is to find heaven on earth. All right, Brandon. Bye. Your job is to find heaven on earth. That's it. That's literally the whole entire point of being here, to find heaven on earth. That's it. I do have belief in my uncle, but the thing is, when I tried to have faith in what I thought was a good relationship or was growing or someone could potentially heal and grow with me and build and do what we supposed to do, they just showed me that they was like crazy. Like, okay, and if you're going to be poly, be honest. Like, I don't like people. I do believe in reincarnation, obviously. Like, I'm reincarnated in this life about 1,000,001 times. Many times I done died and came back to life. I'm like, don't stink. So I guess I'm not a zombie yet, but okay. So I play too much. But no, on a serious note though, yeah, I believe in reincarnation for sure. I think when I die, my spirit's gonna go into my niece. Like, all my spiritual gifts will go to her. My great grandmother, she passed away. She gave her everything to my mom. My mom's supposed to give everything to me, but she kind of like circumvented that. She's like holding on, so it's not allowing me to get my spiritual blessing from her. So yeah. Oh, there's a bee that keeps buzzing around me. So there's something important about bees, because it's not even sunny outside right now, but the bees are all around my car. Excuse me. So, needless to say, having that dream with him giving my son a hoodie, even though he had another girl in his house, I guess after all the shit that he done did with my son, I guess he feel like the least he could do was at least give him some way to cover himself. Oh yeah, I already been to heaven. I've been there like 3 times in a dream. The first time I went to heaven, I was taking somebody else there, and they ended up passing away a week later. The second time I went to heaven, I met all these Ethiopians. They were up there, so it's always through the Ethiopians because they're like the first people to cultivate Christianity in the Book of Enoch. I saw the Book of Enoch in my dream before I ever had read the Book of Enoch. I never even knew what the Book of Enoch was, but then I read about it like probably 3 weeks after I had the dream. I'm like, oh my God, that's what I saw in my dream. Crazy. And I went inside like the big ass white castle. Everything was like white and pink and like silver clear. It was like a weird color. It was like pearlescent unicorn color. And I went in the house and I did like clean some dog shit off of a purple crystal, which I think is like getting the shit out of your mind. Like you gotta decalcify your pineal gland and clean that shit off that. Like decalcify it, clean that shit off. And once you do that and it activates your brain, then you have the ability to do so much more with your life. But, you know, a lot of people don't want to do, excuse me, Jesus Christ. Lord, a lot of people don't want to do that. I'm at an intersection where people keep turning their car and it's really throwing me, like, it's making me. I know, I know. You have to become in order to teach. So, shh, don't tell everybody I'm already there. Right? So that's why, like, people be like, you homeless, you ain't rich, using spiritual gifts to get rich. It's like, baby, I done already had everything that I needed. Like, I already lived in. When I saw myself in heaven, when I went to heaven the first time, I was in that apartment that I had just left. Like, I went there. I left heaven. I came back down to earth to deal with all this bullshit again to help out my family because I'm like, bro, ain't no way I'm about to go to heaven. Y'all motherfuckers gotta burn in hell. Like, that shit was sad seeing some shit like that. To see that your whole family gonna burn in hell because they don't want to release certain shit was crazy to me. Because I'm like, they don't even realize they already, they just gotta get right with God. And he be like, all right, you come home. These motherfuckers down here still doing stupid shit. That's why I teach what I teach. Because I'm like, bro, y'all don't realize y'all was burning in hell. There's no crazy in my eyes. The only person that wasn't burning in hell was my brother because when he passed away, it wasn't his fault. It wasn't his fault when he passed away. Well, his first way. Why did you go to heaven? Well, the first time I said I was taking 2 people to heaven, and my brother was with me. I was taking 2 people to heaven. One of them had already passed away, but the other one, he hadn't passed away until a week after that dream. So then, to get deeper into that, heaven is what you make it. Because when I got the chance to walk into heaven's gates, when I had to clean off my pineal gland to live in your mind to find heaven on earth, when I had to clean off my pineal, look at these bees still flying around my car. The sun ain't even out. Like, that's how I know. Like, the frequency is what it needs to be. Period. 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 That's why everybody keeps driving over here trying to get in my sacral chakra. Jesus Christ. So I cleaned off the crystal. It was purple. And once you get the crystal, you can go to whatever dimension you want to go to. Like, it's like all the doors open up. So if you ever seen the movie, you ever seen a video from Beyonce? My Haunted Love. No, it's not that one. It's the one where it's like, it's the one where it's all, she's in the house and it has all the doors with all the different people in all the different rooms. This boy energy got to get out of here. Hold on. Jesus Christ, I can't stand it when he's sick. Jesus Christ. He told me I need to get off of here because he's giving too much. Okay. Beyonce has a dream. Beyonce has a whole entire video where they're walking through a house and it's different doors, and in those different doors is different dimensions. So in the dream when I saw it, it was all white different dimensions in each door. You get to choose which heaven on earth or which version of life. That's why when you have that spiritual awakening, you have pathways you have to take. So being a hairstylist, being a gym person, I got so many different options of what I could be, because your heaven on earth is going to look different for you than it is going to be for somebody else. But you have plenty of options, which is every person is an option or a portal or a gateway to a different version of heaven. Because everybody has their own mind that you can travel into. Each person is like a swirl, and you go through a swirl and you get inside their mind. That's how it works. But anyway, other than that, the only way to heaven is up the spine. You have to activate your pineal gland and activate your kundalini rise. What else? Oh, the third time I went to heaven, it was very important. Very, very, very important. Hold on. The third time I went to heaven, I climbed all the way up. But heaven was above the mall, right? It was above the mall in my dream. Heaven was above a mall in my dream, right? And when I went above, like usually a few dreams I was in the mall. But this particular time I got to climb up the ladder and go above the mall and go to heaven. I had on my Guess jacket. I had my hair was in the Bantu knots. I had a stack of cash, a big wad of cash. And the money kept falling out of my pocket and going back down to earth. The money kept falling out of my pocket and going back down to earth. I kept going back down to get the money, and I would bring it back up to heaven, and then the money would fall back out again. I saw a girl take all my money. She started dancing and twerking. I'm like, no. I went back down one more time. I've been to heaven since then, a few other times. But that's a message right there, because it was above the mall, right? And I couldn't understand. I'm like, why was heaven above the mall in my dream? It's because when you move the M, heaven was above the mall, or for y'all, it looks like the mall, right? Move the M. Heaven was above them all. All the people stuck at the mall, stuck in money, standards, all of that shit, popularity. Stuck in the masses, the music, the money, the standards. So as much as you don't want to believe, bitch, sorry. As much as you don't want to believe that my dream is prophetic, you're not going to hear that analogy nowhere else, because that shit happened in my head, and I'm here to bring it to you. I was prophesied to bring that notion to you. Nobody else. Go ahead. Nobody else was prophesied to bring that to you. Heaven was above the mall in my dream. I'm like, why would heaven be above the mall? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Go ahead, y'all. I'm about to make a U-turn. The interpretation being that you are on the pathway to heaven, but the idea of money and material gain keeps pulling you back down to earth. No, it wasn't even that. It's like, it was just letting me know that I'm searching for this, that, and the third, thinking like, okay, or the average person, because it's not just about me, but the average person is looking for more money, more popularity, more standards, more clout. Whole time, heaven's above all of that shit. Every single thing you could think of, heaven's above all of that. Because I was living for free in that apartment that I went to when I was in heaven. I was living for actual free. Like, I wasn't paying no rent no more. My utilities turned to zero. I literally was in heaven on earth. Like, I can't make this shit up. I experienced it. I literally was there. Manifested the blessing of heaven on earth. People don't usually get to experience that. The average person not going to get that. It's only a few people that I know outside of myself that have experienced that I've spoken to. And it is a frequency you must stay on in order to remain there. Because even if you lose the frequency while you're there, You can drop down and end up in the hellish ways of that particular area that you're in. But I'm promising you, heaven on earth exists, but it's a frequency. I was there. Everything was free. Rent was free for 6 months. I got the paperwork to prove it. Utility bills was free. Everything was free. Free. And I still was working doing hair. Still was doing my thing. It was free. People don't be believing, oh, I gotta run to work. Why am I so sleepy? Why am I so tired? Because your ass supposed to go to sleep and know where the fuck you going so you can get there. You're not where you want to be at yet because you're still following and chasing somebody else's dream. Somebody else has told you to be a doctor. Somebody else. That's why there's so many people here and the population keep going up, because so many souls are being fractured into more spirits where we're losing the soul divinity of humanity. And that's why souls not making it to heaven, because we so goddamn broken down that we don't even know how to get to heaven no more. Because the soul, like, it's 25 million Offsets, it's 25 million Isises, it's 25 million Horuses, it's 25 million, like, you understand what I'm saying? We got big ass souls that we supposed to be, but we keep on breaking ourselves down into these little teeny tiny modicums of a partial part of that actual soul body. That's why you're supposed to meet your soul tribe, so that whole entire soul as a whole can transition to the next dimension. We are stuck here. That's why 6 God, 6 God, 6 this, 666, because the third eye is the area of the vision. That's the 6th chakra. You don't get to 7's heaven, which is the crown chakra, which is outside of your body, outside of your mind, until you know where the hell you're supposed to go and align your spine. Most people on earth are already dead. We just act like we not, because to us it feels real, but we're just spiritual and we're manifested into physical, because energy cannot be created nor destroyed. Matter is energy. When you start to see the world in energy, you start seeing people for just energy. You stop looking at the fact that, oh, this is a car. Because look, if I'm in a bad mood and I start getting really negative and I start dropping down my frequency and I stop being positive, my car start breaking down. You start hearing, like, my brakes stop working. Like, you hear my brakes right now, right? Listen to my brakes. They working good. Y'all know I ain't never got the brakes changed on this car since I bought it before COVID. And my car color is gold. I've never got my brakes changed on this car since before COVID. I took my brakes to the Ford dealership to my friend. He said, your brakes are fine. They're perfect. They're like not even halfway worn down. Your brakes are perfect. Like, my shit was just stuck in time because I was already there. It was when I dropped out of my comfort zone that shit started happening to my car. Go nowhere. You're already here. You have to make your heaven, and you have to cast out the demons of your dimension. That's why you're not supposed to be at these corporate American jobs. That's why COVID happened, so that we could find our tribes and find our select people. That's why they had to get you, oh, put this needle in you with these robots so we could put y'all all on the same frequency, so y'all won't know the difference between your soul and the urge that we give you. That was some shit that they did on purpose to us. They did that to us. They took away our soul signature. That's why people out here be lost, stuttering and shit, coked out, drugged out, smoked out. Sounds good. Nowhere's a place to be. So when we die, if we're not on the frequency, where do we go? You stay here until you find who you. That's what the soul journey is about. When you become a soul and you're in your spiritual body, that's why you'll start to be in places like, oh my God, this hurts my chest. Oh my God, this gives me a headache. It's your soul trying to find the people to align with it. That's why you have to remind yourself to not get comfortable and just, oh, that's life. You just got to go against the pain. Don't listen to that bullshit. No, you don't just endure pain just because you're strong, you're a warrior. No, if it's painful, it's not good. Your body feels pain because it's not good for your body. Huh? Now, don't get me wrong now, childbearing is very painful, which is still good for your body because you got to repopulate. But who says you're supposed to be repopulating if you don't even know who the fuck you are? So maybe it's not good. Maybe when you get spiritually attuned, popping that baby out be like nothing. Maybe when you so happy in your soul, when you finally do birth the baby, it's just like, people be having orgasmic births. You can have an orgasmic birth. You can have a birth where it feels so good that you have an orgasm. Most people don't even know that. Those contractions can feel like intense orgasms when you're on the right frequency with the right partner and spiritually aligned. But most people don't get to that level because we so pressed to, I gotta have a baby by 30, I gotta have a house, and I gotta have this career. We're fucked up. We fucked it up. We did that shit. We did that. Oh, we gotta have money, I gotta compete with you. We fucked it up. Us. Not us, but the people who I'm going to listen to you and believe you instead of listen to my own heart telling me that I don't want to be at this job no more. Instead of listening to my back saying, nah, this is not a good relationship for me. It's not aligned with my spine. It's making my spine feel like I got scoliosis just to be here. We don't listen to our bodies, and that's what this last relationship just told me. I was not listening to my body the whole entire time I'm in a relationship. I sucked this nigga dick and saw a vision of the devil. With the pan thing like this, with the fingers up like this and the other one down. Not to say that he was a devil, but maybe there's a demonic entity or energy around him that he don't even know is attached to him, and he trying to figure out why he feel like how he feel. Whole time it's somebody doing spell work on him. But I wasn't listening to it, so it got me in a deep dark ditch in a hole with him, and I'm sitting here like making sure I claw my way about that motherfucker. He's like, oh no, we gonna destiny swap. I'm gonna take your piece. I'm gonna be locked in with your son, and you gonna be locked down there because you're going to hell. Like, he used to say the most ugliest things to me. But because you need to work that out with him, he got money and he got that good old D. Not saying that he's a bad person because he's got to heal, but I had a dream where he was a baby. I can't heal. I cannot heal. Like, he already went to heaven, because to him, what he think is heaven is what he think is heaven. I can't tell him that his heaven ain't heaven. It's just not the heaven for me. It's not on my frequency, but somebody else agrees with his version of heaven, so it's still right. It's just not right for my soul. And that's what we have to learn about the world. His version of heaven is not my version of heaven, and that's fucking K. If he feels like he got to endure pain and all of this just to get into his prophecy and all of that, that's on him. These people will watch you be in the middle of taking your test and already say you're gonna fail. Don't try to help others. Right, exactly. He knew I was taking my test and he tried to make me fail. Luckily, I left him because I'm like, hold on, let me go drive past your house. Yep, you over here with another girl. Thank you for letting me know that I am going to pass this test with flying colors tomorrow, because thank God. Thank God that I had the balls. Thank God that I am the woman that I am. See, I could have been that submissive. He's not calling me back. I'm gonna call him on my regular phone and give him my other phone number that I just got. I got a brand new number 3, 4, 5 different 10 times just to get away from him. I'm just gonna go ahead and just deal. What's all the stuff in your car? I don't live at that place anymore. My mother and my brother asked me to leave my apartment to help them out. Then my mother started getting her whole entire house remodeled, revamped, brand new bathroom, brand new laundry room. I'm like, why did you even get the flooring replaced in the laundry room? You just got the laundry room redone like literally a few weeks ago. Why the fuck did you do that? Like, they legitimately, like, people be like, your family's not trying to bully you and spell work you. Like, no, literally, they took my son, and then they said that money already spent, and then they started using, as soon as I would stop protecting my son from people doing things, because I feel dark magic. I know when it feels like somebody's spinning a damn blade and sticking me in my fucking stomach. I could feel that shit. I feel that shit. You're not gonna look me in my face and tell me that you're not doing that shit. I know when somebody's working in dark magic and doing something. I saw what was going on. I tried to protect my son as much as I could. She started wanting to fight me, and then she took custody of my son. I love my mother, but that's what happened. Because she, on her journey, believes that in order for her to be in heaven, I gotta follow her. No, that's not what you do with your children. You don't tell your kids to follow you. You let your kids figure their fucking lives out, because they're not you. You birth that souls who find out who the fuck that soul is. You don't get to tell somebody you have to be a doctor because we're doctors. You have to be a construction worker because we're construction workers. You have to be a model because I'm a model. You have to be a whore because I'm a whore. You don't get to tell your children that. You have to let your kids become who the fuck they're supposed to be. Stop trying to make people be something that they're not. That's the other part of this journey. Stop trying to force your child to be like you. They're not you. They have their own reason for coming here. And it's usually to teach your old ass how to loosen the fuck up and get back to heaven, because they just came back down from heaven. They came back like, okay, I need to drop down here and teach you something because you lost in the sauce real quick. Let me go ahead and help you out because you don't get it. Let me help you real quick. Let me help you. Boy, ain't nobody trying to jump. I don't need your energy. You good. I'm over here with a whole entire motion. I got me. Thank you. Thank you. Go ahead, baby. What's your zodiac? I'm a Sagittarius. It's because she's the devil. I have to live in my car because now she fought me and kicked me out the house. And then, oh, yeah, I have a protective order against my daughter. She hasn't dropped a protective order against me. So every time the police have tried to pull me over, they're like, yeah, you got a protective order. But they look at everything. They never give me a ticket. They be like, oh, you know your registration is a little overdue. And where's your insurance? Okay, we get it. We get it. Don't worry. Just don't even worry about it this time. Don't worry about this time. That's how my spirit resonates. So being on the spiritual level that I'm at, because other people are spiritual and have spiritual eyes, most people in power are spiritual. They always give me the pass to just be like, go ahead. You good. Don't even trip. The advice I could give a 20-year-old is simple. Stay away from people who make you feel bad. Like that dude is in my energy right now. He think I can't tell, but I could taste that nasty ass taste in my mouth. I always know he in my energy. I could taste that shit. Oh no, I did put it. I did. See, I said I was gonna stop putting this chapstick on because I was like, maybe it's the new chapstick I'm using. So let me not put it on him. But I do still feel that nasty feeling in my asshole that I be feeling when he be getting in my energy. So I don't know. Kids need you to guide them, not tell them who to be. If my son tells me he wants to be a firefighter, I'm gonna encourage him to be a firefighter. Just because I'm a hairstylist, that doesn't mean I'm gonna be like, so baby, this is how you retwist locks. You gonna work at mommy's shop and you gonna sweep the hair in the shop. You gonna do this, you gonna do that. I'm gonna let him show me what he's good at. And then I'm gonna give him advice. I'm gonna let him tell me who he is and then advise him after that. Okay, I gotta go to the bathroom, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. Leo here, we treat women white. That's a bullshit ass lie. My stepfather's a Leo and he done abused the fuck out of my mom and had 2 babies on her. That's bullshit. It's bullshit. Not all Leo men are bad, not all Leo men are good. We can't generalize people by their zodiac signs these days, you know? I'm definitely sensitive to other people's energy. I definitely sometimes wish that I couldn't feel it, but it's a part of my soul mission to feel it because I feel what other people are afraid to feel. People be out here like trying to be freaking battle warriors and get zooted up suits and shit and be out here fighting like they need armor. Like, nigga, no, I need to feel how you feel so I know to stay the fuck away from your bitch ass. I need to feel that shit. I need to see you rolling your eyes at me. I need to feel how you feel so I know how to stay the fuck away from you. I need to feel everything that's going on in the room so I know how to move around the room. I don't want to be numb to this shit. I ain't about to go nowhere drunk and high just so I don't have to feel what's really going on. Nah, nigga, I need to feel that shit. How you feel? You in my face, you riding my dick, you riding my coattails. How you feel about me? I need to know that shit. I gotta know. I need to know. I need to know. The fuck on, man. Y'all niggas is trifling. Y'all think y'all see something. It's not what it is. Whole time, that's my mother. When is this? He's telling me to hurry and get off live. even though we ain't together. He says, like, I still got to be responsible for you, because that's another thing about a man. Even if you're not with a woman until she found another man, you got to be energetically responsible for her until she finds another man. It's called paying her rent until she found another man to do it. Spiritually. Because you the reason she's single now. Especially when it was your fault. Can't give her back to her daddy, especially if especially if you met the girl and she ain't have a father before. And men don't like that point of accountability either. You a masculine, feminine, fire star sign. Yeah, massage. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and just wrap this up and let y'all go, because I gotta use the bathroom. But my point is all of this. The whole point of this conversation is this. In order for you to find yourself a woman, because this is what I'm gonna give to a 20-year-old. Feel your emotions. If it don't feel right, it's not right. If the job don't feel right, it's not right. If the relationship don't feel right, it's not right. If your parents don't make you feel good, they not right. If anything make you feel bad, it's not right. Leave it alone and let it come back to you. Let it start begging you for your attention. When I left my mom's house, first I was mad, but I'm like, all right, let me see who called me every day. Let me see who check up on me every day. Let me see who give a fuck about me every day. Near not one of them motherfuckers called me and checked up on me. I've been homeless for 7 months. Don't nobody call me every day and check up on me. And I got mad at my ex because he's like, nobody give a fuck about you. Don't nobody give a fuck about you. I was mad at him for a little bit for that. I'm not gonna lie, I was. But he right though. But that don't give you the right to say that shit to my face and be rude about it either. As right as you might be, it don't give you the right to do that. It don't give you the right to act like that or say that shit. It don't. But he was right though. Because ever since I left there, I go ask my grandmother, can I use the bathroom in the morning? What, Sierra? To imagine my other grandmother, I can't give my life for you. She got a whole bedroom at her house. She drives Mercedes-Benz trucks, Range Rovers, and everything. That's not even her house she paid for. Her mother gave her that house. She kicked her siblings out and then had to work to pay it back off again. To know that all my grandmothers that passed away, because I had 6 grandmothers. When I got baptized, I had 6 grandmas. I had 6 grandmas when I got baptized. To know that 3 of them have passed away. And 3 are still here. But the 3 that passed away all own their own houses. Their houses are the 3 houses that my family own in DC to this day. And to know that those doors, none of those doors are open to me, to lay my head knowing that those 3 women made it their business to own property and make sure it stayed in the family. My great-great-grandmother, she grandfathered her house into the family so that it could never be sold. My other great-grandmother, her door was never locked. And then my other great-grandmother, you bring the baby over here. I don't care. They coming over here. Don't pay me no money to babysit them babies. Bring that baby over here, as she would say. Them 3 women passed away. That's the legacy they left in my heart, ingrained that in my soul. So to be in this situation and know that my family's treating me the way that they are, I'm like, look, the day that I do pass away, God, look, knock on wood, that it be a day before I get my own place again. But if it should ever be anything like that, right? And y'all find me in this car, just know my mansion in heaven about to be so fucking fat and y'all will never get a seat at my table. But I can't even say that. Like, I want to say that, right? My human body wants to say that. But my spirit is just like, Maybe the reason that I don't have a space in their house is because everybody already did cross over. We just waiting for you to like hurry up and just let it go and meet us up there, because we chilling. We frolicking. It's not bad energy. It's see, this is the thing that I've learned, and this is why I'm grown. This is another advice for a 20-year-old. The 4 agreements, don't take it personal. It's not personal. It's progressional. It's for me to progress in my spirituality. Because if someone would have just let me sleep in their house, I would have never had to go through this and then even go through that relationship and learn that even though that relationship was a safe space, it was never a safe space. So I should have never got comfortable in that space enough to even be in that man's face that long, for him to even embarrass my soul like that. I had to learn that lesson because I never got the chance to really be in the spotlight spiritually, but then also in a relationship. And it was a test to see, are you going to choose to be in the spotlight just to be up underneath him? Or are you going to be like, you know what? I got too much respect for myself. I don't give a fuck how famous you are or what benefits come with this. If you not submitting to me the way I want, I'm good. Thank you. I'm good on it. Like, I don't care how many people in this area you know, how famous you are, how many higher ups, how many famous girls you done slept with. I don't care. You're not treating me right. You don't deserve my time. And I went back to check on you to see if you were healthy and well. Not because, oh, I gotta get back with this nigga. I'm gonna lose out on my chance to fuck with him. He a boss. Like, I really was concerned about if you were well or not. But then I started looking at him like, I shouldn't care because you're not treating this person and that person right. It's not for me. Oh, no, look, I ain't forget who I was. That's why when I pulled up yesterday, because he old me used to pull up. Old me would pull up. Pull up on baby daddy. What? Where's my money at? He one time got so mad at me, he threw money in the car. He like, what you want? This what you want? Here. It's like, oh, shit. All right, as long as you giving it to me, I don't give a fuck. You can try to embarrass me in front of the little ass boy. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Don't spend it on me. Go on. So old me, I went back to old me. I was like, I know where this nigga live. And to see him sitting on the back of the car, and she's sitting there like almost in between his legs, in front of him, standing up. He only get like that when he get weak. He only did that one time with me outside when he get weak. Which probably was the situation. He probably thought that I was the one that set him up. Whole time I ain't do shit. This is American society. But I'm American. Okay. They did it. I ain't do it. But you chose to do that instead. And now I see, and it's like, thank you. I look 10 years younger now. Thank you. I look young again. Thank you. I don't look like you in the face no more. Thank you. Wait, you're allowed to use utilities in the home, but not stay. Were you talking about his house or my family home? And so I said, don't worry about it. It's cool. It's cool. I get it. But then this morning he came to me in a dream. He's like, here's a parting gift. Here, I'm gonna give your son something. It's for your son. Don't come up in my goddamn head spiritually, cause I'm like, I don't want to go back to sleep right now. Shoom. Here, what the hell? I guess the thing is this: both of us will never forget what happened in that relationship. My jaw will never chew the same. Later, I gotta go to the bathroom. Yeah, I'm about to go now. My jaw will never chew the same. I will never love the same. So loosely. But I will for sure. Bye-bye, Lilith. I will for sure love with boundaries and sense. And show myself a lot more self-respect. All right. So remember, here you are heard, seen, and loved. Remember to have peace, love, and hair grease and everything in between, because these are your tools in your body to help you manifest your dreams. Don't let nobody take advantage of you. All right. Be easy. I gotta go bathroom. Bye. May you find peace and goodness come to you. The wheel of fortune keeps turning, and may you know that this too shall pass. I wrote that on sticky note last week. We already knew that. I appreciate you. I'm messing with you. We already know, y'all. So it's all good. Skies will be blue tomorrow. Peace.